Welcome back, everyone. Today we're doing something a little bit different.
Oh,
Yeah, we're going to be taking a deep dive into a single poem,
okay.
and it's a fragment that was sent in by one of our listeners.
Oh, cool.
It's called ance.pdf, which right away,
That's an interesting title.
yeah, it's a very interesting title. And
Yeah,
poetry can be incredibly dense. You can pack so much meaning and emotion
absolutely.
into just a few lines.
Yeah.
So we're going to kind of try to unpack some of that together and see what resonates with us and hopefully with you too.
Awesome.
So even just from the title, ants.pdf, and then some of the language that's in this poem, it's very evocative.
Yeah.
You've got lines like, the terrible voice of my renaissance, words submerged, desires are aroused, memories resurrected.
Wow.
I mean,
Powerful.
powerful stuff.
Yep.
What about this piece, just from those little snippets, grabbed your attention?
Well, I think just the feeling of struggle or change
Mm-hmm.
that, might be a little frightening, even, like a terrible voice in Renaissance, like rebirth.
Yeah.
Like it's a contrast there.
Yeah. No, absolutely.
Yeah.
And that makes me think about how, we always talk about growth and change as being a good thing,
Right.
but it can be very unsettling.
Absolutely.
So I wonder, do you think this poem is reflecting something personal?
Mm-hmm.
Or is it about like maybe bigger changes, things happening in society?
I mean, I think it could be both. It certainly has a resonance on a personal level, like an internal struggle we all go through.
Yeah.
But that imagery also, has a broader resonance too. You think about historical periods of upheaval, revolutions, or even just technological shifts. They all have that element of a terrible voice
Yeah.
driving change,
That's so true.
Yeah.
That's so true. And what about the way this poem is written? It's
Mhm.
very short, fragmented lines.
Right.
Almost like bursts of thought.
Yes.
How do you think that structure contributes to the overall feeling?
Well, it definitely adds to that sense of urgency, right? Like we're experiencing these thoughts and emotions raw and unfiltered.
Mm-hmm.
If you think about our own thoughts, they often come in fragments too.
Yeah.
It's not neat and organized sentences all the time, right?
Totally. And it's like we're right inside the speaker's mind feeling that whirlwind.
Exactly.
And there's another thing that I thought was really interesting too, is this repetition of ensely.
Ooh, yeah.
You've got condescendence, you've got renaissance, and then tucked away at the very end is espérance,
Right.
which means hope in French.
Oh, wow.
It's almost hidden like a little secret.
It's not just hidden, though, right? It comes after all this talk of submersion and fears and resurrected memories.
Mm-hmm.
So the placement suggests that, hope isn't something that's just given. It's something that's found or earned even.
That is such a good point. It's
Yeah.
like the poem is saying, yeah, hope exists,
Right.
but it might be fragile,
Yes,
especially in times of, these big changes.
exactly. And this kind of brings us back to those contrasting forces, right? You have that terrible voice, which could be so many things. It could be societal pressures,
Mm-hmm.
personal fears, even creative inspiration.
Yay.
That's kind of pushing you forward. And then you have that delicate espérance guiding you.
Right.
Yeah.
So do you think this poem is offering us like answers?
Mm-hmm.
Or is it more about posing questions and kind of letting the reader find their own meaning?
It's definitely the latter.
Yeah.
I think it's inviting you to fill in the blanks with your own experience. Like, what is the terrible voice in your life?
Right.
What memories are resurfacing for you?
Yeah.
And where do you find that glimmer of espérance?
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's a powerful invitation to reflect on our own journeys
absolutely.
and to kind of look at how we're being challenged and changed and to find those little sparks of hope along the way.
Exactly. And that's what makes this piece and poetry in general so impactful.
Yeah.
It doesn't give us easy answers, but it sparks a conversation, a deeper understanding of ourselves and the world around us.
Well, thank you for sharing this with us.
Of course.
It's incredible how much we can unpack
I know, right?
from just these few lines of poetry.
Yeah.
And to you listening, we'd love to know, what do you think that terrible voice might be driving your own renaissance?
Ooh, good question.
And where is your espérance, that little seed of hope guiding you on your path?
Yeah,
Keep exploring those questions. There's so much to discover in your own creative expression.
absolutely.
And we'll see you next time for another deep dive.
See ya.